Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, and welcome to 1 Minute Tennis Coach. Today I'd like to talk to you about a subject that I was discussing with one of our subscribers recently, and that's the phrase stepping into the ball. Now, we hear the phrase stepping into the ball over and over again, often by expert analysts on TV. But I think the phrase stepping into the ball is deeply flawed. It causes confusion and sometimes makes the strokes worse. So first, let's examine what actually happens when we step into the ball. If I'm asked to step into the ball on the forehand, then surely I'm going to step forward with the left foot. And I almost certainly will step forward with the left foot prior to making the stroke. So I step forward, I swing, strike the ball, and the lower body is isolated. It makes a kind of golfer's stance, the same sort of movement or shape that you see at the end of a golf swing. But the golf swing is largely a linear stroke. The ground strokes in modern tennis are rotational strokes, with the force being delivered across the body from side to side. This rotational energy is stunted by stepping into the ball. See, I step and swing, and my lower body is isolated. So I think the phrase step into the ball is actually from a past era. It's from a time where tennis was a little bit slower and a little bit more careful, not with the free-flowing, wonderful power and spin of today's game. But if we're not going to say step into the ball, what do we replace it with? And the answer, I think, is very simple: push. So instead of stepping into the ball with the step taking place prior to contact, we should use the word push. So I load my weight into the ground, and now as I make the stroke, I want to push forwards. If I push forwards, then the movement from the ground up is simultaneous with the swing of the racket. And this really is how stepping into the ball occurs in the modern game. If you look in the past, in the players from the 80s, 90s, and even the year 2000s, then the step on the forehand would be with the left foot. I step into the ball. But if you look at the modern strokes of today's players, then what happens is they push, and it's the right foot that comes forward, pivoting around the left foot, creating rotational force and much greater energy, power and spin. So try to remove the phrase stepping into the ball from your game or your player's game, and think about pushing into the ball. If you push from the ground up, you create a perfect kinetic chain, you have more energy, you don't need more racket speed for more power and spin. More racket speed is great, but it also can create more mishits. So if you can create more power and more spin without increasing the racket speed, then you have the ideal situation. The same consistency or better with more speed and more spin. Try this now, let us know if it works or makes sense for you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And remember, if you need more help with your game, we do one-to-one online lessons. Hope you enjoyed today's session and see you next time.